And growing up, we were more than cousins, we were best friends. And even though we only lived about 45 minutes apart from each other, Kate and I would write letters back and forth like pen pals. I actually tried to find a few of those for this toast, but it's probably for the best that I didn't, because I'm pretty sure they just consisted of things like, I scored a goal at my soccer game, or the whole family bought matching Patagonia jackets today. Not very riveting stuff. So in any case, it's been really great being so close to Kate throughout the years. Although I will say that as the years have gone on, we have gotten further and further apart in height. Kate and I have been on many vacations together. There was the backpacking trip that Terry mentioned, which our dads will tell you was very memorable, playing cards and in the tent. And Kate and I most remember about that trip that we weren't packed enough underwear, and we spent the first night sleeping in the car on the side of the road, I believe. But it was unforgettable. I think perhaps unforgettable trips like that really left an impression on Kate, because she has become one of the most organized planners that I know. As just one example, when I asked Dan what trait he would want their future children to inherit from Kate, he said, ever so romantically, probably her organization skills. So I met Dan around the time that I lived with Kate in El Cerrito at Jean's house. And Jean was one of my favorite people in the whole world. And she would have been, Kate, so thrilled to see who you ended up with. And Dan, she would have flirted with you like crazy. And you would have loved her. Anyways, I knew from the get-go that Kate and Dan were going to get married. As soon as they started dating, she was just the happiest I had ever seen her. And I have been on a beach in Thailand with her, so that's really saying a lot. And ever since then, it's just been great getting to know Dan and seeing just the natural connection that the two of them have. So, before the bachelorette party, Kate gave strict instructions to me and Kelly that there would be no, shall we say, male body part accessories included. Or if they were, they had to be tasteful. So, if you can have the pleasure of knowing me in my younger years, let's just say I don't always follow the rules, but I really reined it in for Kate. I kept the decor PG. I focused on, things like booking a private yoga instructor to come to the house and playing this like newlywed style game where you ask the bride a question and she has to predict the groom's answer. So I got in touch with Dan. He was a great sport about it. In exchange for a six-pack, he let me interview him and record his answers to questions like, what's the most attractive thing about Kate? Or what's your biggest pet peeve? And I purposefully kept the questions very harmless, but I thought I would sneak in, what's the most embarrassing thing Kate does at home? Just as like a fun little wild card for the close-knit crew at the bachelorette party. So Dan thought about it, and he came back with absolutely nothing. And I don't know what you all do in the privacy of your own homes, but the fact that Dan couldn't come up with one thing to dish on Kate either means, one, Kate is literally an alien, or two, Dan is the best partner ever. And I'm going to go with number two on this one and just say these two are the most solid people I know. And they are so perfect for each other. They enjoy doing the same things. They share the same values. and they are both very tall. So I know these toasts are usually, a great excuse to share embarrassing exploits from the couple's past, but I'm sorry guys, I got nothing. Even though Cait is technically younger than me, I have looked up to her, both figuratively and literally, all my life, and she is just one of the most dependable people I know. And Dan is so kind and so wise beyond his years. And it's these two traits that just make me so confident that what we're all celebrating today is just the first day in a very long, very happy marriage. And I could not be more excited to raise a glass to that. So, cheers, guys.
Good job, Hal.